Okay, here we go. Fixing the glasses. It is the red, white, and blue time. Yes, yes, yes. Here we are. Okay, as you come on, guys, say hello and add some in the chat. I'm just kind of getting my bearings here. It is patriotic, celebrate America's 250th. Hi, Sheila. Hello, Wendy. How you guys doing? If you are watching on social media right now, on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, if you are hoping to watch and shop today, jump over to svkgifts.com and look at the top and find Jingle Jill Live. Click on that and you'll find yours truly where you can watch and shop. Hi, Stephen. I expected you to be here because I know you have a wonderful patriotic tree. Hey, Mary G. Good to see you guys. Okay, so I wouldn't have expected nonetheless from you, Stephen. So anyway, tonight we have a whole bunch of just red, white, and blue items. Patriotic, kind of red, white, and blue theme. And then we've also thrown in just a handful of things, some lights and icicles and some different materials. Not everything is glass tonight. Some of them we have some very retro vintage looking wood along with glass. And I don't know if and we have wood, glass, a metal. I mean, we have all kinds of stuff. Yeah, so we're doing good. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Emily. Good to see you guys. Okay, so let's just dive in. So I've got an extra special treat. And actually, as soon as I announce it, I'm going to try pinning it and see if it will work so that people that are watching on SBK Gifts know about this. But all weekend long, it actually just started this evening, we have flat shipping of $2.50 to celebrate the 250th birthday of America. So all this weekend up until Sunday, you have flat shipping of $2.50. So that is a great way for us to celebrate America's birthday, and thought it was kind of like a fun way. So guess what? If you've been watching a couple pieces and you haven't been at that threshold, this is the time to go shopping. Okay, so let me try pinning that. Let's see if I can pin that. Give me a second. I'm going to type. 250 flat shipping for the weekend. Happy birthday. I'm not a fast typer. Sorry, guys. America. Do-do-do-do. Okay. Now, how do I pin it? I don't know. But, I got it. There we go. Now it should stay there so that everybody can see it. Yay! I did a pinned comment. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Who's ready for a show? Okay, so let's start with our very first piece. And I have got a little scanner here because we have such a wide assortment of pieces. So up first, we have God Bless Our Heroes from Kurt Adler. Let's take a little spin at this. Look at this glitter, the nice little God Bless Our Hero, and it has the shape of the United States. It's flat on the back, not finished on the back, I should say. Not finished on the back. So if for some reason you would maybe want to personalize it, this would be a great piece. Look at that glitter. And size-wise, we are talking about a 5-inch wide ornament and size to height about 3 inches tall. Hey Leanne, glad you could join us. Make sure you see the pinned comment for the promotion on celebrating America's birthday this weekend. So up next, let's see what else we have. We'll stay in this little genre of a flag and with the noble gems. And I'm doing 2 things at once. Can I do it? Can I do it? Add to product. I always do it backwards, don't I? Isn't that awesome? Take advantage of it, Leanne. If you've been looking at things, this is the time. Okay, this is up next. So this is another Noble Gems, which are the Polish glass style. They are not made in Poland, but it is still a hand-painted, hand-finished product from Kurt Adler. And this is called the American flag. I love how they have put the eagle on the top, so it's kind of like the very old-fashioned traditional flag. And size-wise, we are looking at 3.5 inches wide. And from the top of the eagle down to the corner, we're looking at about 3.25. These are just very nice, simple pieces. Extremely light. The Noble Gems always have this little KSA for Kurt Adler. Kurt S. Adler. It's actually the S is their middle initial. Kurt S. Adler Company. And let's see. Yes, we love Bunny, who is our rep from Kurt Adler. Bunny and Toby. Great group. Great group. Okay, so let's do a little bit of Bethany Lau. And this is a great little set. So this one's going to take some flipping through. If you guys are into like the die cut, the little wooden, these are actually done after the vintage die cuts. And it has antique designs. There's actually 6 pieces in this, and I'm going to show you each of the pieces. These are made by Bethany Lau, so it's a little die cut vintage, and they all have different sayings. We've got them tied together so that they don't get lost. The back is unfinished, as you can see, so it's just a front, and it has a little red ribbon there to show it. To give you just a rough idea on the sizes of these, they are roughly about 4.5, 4.25 inches. So I will go through the designs, the 6 designs. So there's design 1, your flag and my flag. The next one is the day we celebrate. And just to give you an idea, what these are is these are a paper print added onto a cutout of a wood. This is, yeah, they're called a dummy board because that's originally what they were. In the old days, they were dummy boards. This is called My Country, 'Tis of Thee, Sweet Land of Liberty. And this is a 6-piece set. And this one is Yankee Doodle Came to Town. These are all made by Bethany Lau Designs. And of course, we have to have our little Betsy Ross. Here's 4 a glorious 4th. There you go. And the final one is 3 cheers for the red, white, and blue. And if you go and you put the picture out, you'll see all 6 of these showing together. But this is a 6-piece set wooden die cut from Bethany Lau. We'll stay in the Bethany Lau genre and show some more of her cutouts. Now, this one is not a dummy board. This is one of her little glittered pieces. So let me pull it up for you. And new people coming in, Walter, make sure you look for the pinned comment. There's some special information for shipping that is going to be very beneficial that you might want to take advantage of. Okay, so this is a 3-piece set, and it is a glittered cutout star, and they each have their own design. This one says America the Beautiful, and what I will tell you is that the hanger on this is a bendable wire, so you can actually bend this wire around. It's glittered on both sides. So the first piece with the little, like rosette. That's what I was drawing a blank, but has the little patriotic rosette, says America the Beautiful. Then the second piece that comes into it is this little, oh, I did it again. Here we go. There she is. Okay, so let's start over with this little rosette. This is the Stars and Stripes, and it's finished on both sides. And then there is Let Freedom Ring. Let Freedom Ring. And this is kind of like a fun, kind of lighter, royal, old-fashioned blue. Let me put them up together because these are really cute. Once again, these are great for, I'm going to put that there. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. Sometimes I can't get this going. I can't get 3 up at one time. There we go. Okay, we'll go like this. You know, you just got to go with it, right? Just go with it. So there you go. You got your 3 little stars. Let Freedom Ring, Stars and Stripes, and America the Beautiful. So 1 and 2 and 3. Let Freedom Ring. Both these sets that you've seen in a row are from Bethany Lau. And next, we have, by the way, if you're watching on social media and you want to watch and shop, come over to SBK Gifts. I'm Jingle Jill from SBK Gifts, if you don't know me. And if you're in the house and you are an OG Jingle Jill Live member, put OG in the comments. Because I know there's several of you that are originals. For those, that's what my kids always say. Oh, it's the OG. It's like the originals. Okay, up next, I have got the Uncle Sam hat. And this one is from Old World Christmas, made in China. This is a glass, hand-glittered ornament, size-wise. It is about 3 inches. You've got your red top. And, of course, your little patriotic part. Look at those OGs. I love the OGs. Welcome any new. If you're new, put new in here, too. And if you're new, definitely Oh my gosh. Yes, we have more things to tell you about. I love it. I love it. So this is the Uncle Sam hat. Uncle Sam hat. All right. So has everybody got their patriotic trees up? I would hope so. Okay, let's do this next one because this is kind of another tricky one for me to show. I'm kind of getting my tricky ones out of the way. So like I said, we pulled some crazy things. And this one is some lighting. It was the only patriotic lighting that we had. And it is completely red, white, and blue. And it is by Kurt Adler. And so it's just these little fireworks, which don't look all that exciting. But there is... Wait till you see them lit up, though. That's what the deal is. So this is an Americana flag pattern. There is and I'm cheating, a 30-inch lead wire, 6-inch end connect, and 12-inch spacing can connect up to 25 sets of these. And inside they are clear incandescent. Now we're going to get to do the magic and turn them on. But these can be used indoor and outdoor, so whatever works good for you. Okay, so let's turn the magic on. And I think they do a little fun. I got to move my things here. They have a nice color to them. Okay. It's a very soft red, white, and blue. But I think that's a very pretty accent. And I mean, they're just like little firecrackers that you can put on there. So if you need some lighting, this is the Kurt Adler Americana flag tube lights. And you can connect up to 25 of these sets. How many of you have specific lights for your patriotic displays? This would be a nice little accent to add to them. Don't forget about that shipping. Take advantage of it. You can take anything here. Okay, this one was made specifically for the event, I believe. Yes, this is a special one. This is Noble Gems. Kurt Adler did quite a few 250th pieces this year. And they did do 3 pieces that are straight out of Poland. So I will make sure I point those out when they come up. Okay. So up next is the Washington, D.C. cityscape. This is in their Noble Gems. And if you see down on the base, it says Washington, D.C. And then over on this side, it says the nation's capital. So it's 2 different styles on the sides. It's a substantially sized ornament. This ornament is 5 inches by 4. And just to kind of bring it, it has very light accents on the glitter, really just kind of on the stripes and around the bushes. So it is more of just a lacquered finish. But this is the Cincinnati. Where's my head? The Washington, D.C. cityscape from Noble Gems. All right, let me pull out this box. We're going to mix this one up. Anybody have any exciting plans for this weekend? Anything fun going on? Let's keep going on this one. Put it in the comments. Anybody going to grill out? It is so hot here. Oh my gosh, our temperatures have been so hot. We're in the 90s, and actually with all the stuff, it's feeling like the hundreds. Okay. This one specifically, if you want an ornament that says 250th, this is one to consider. This is the 250th anniversary USA flag from Kurt Adler. It says 250 years USA. And you see how they did the two styles on the flags, and on the back it says 1776 to 2026. 250 years anniversary, United States of America. Very nicely done there. And then you've got this gorgeous iridescent AB glitter here. And you have the eagle and the golden 250th USA. Size-wise, you are looking at about 4.5 inches tall and wide, about 4.5 inches wide. This is Kurt Adler's 250th celebration from the Noble Gems, 1776 to 2026. 250 years anniversary. Now, some of these you might recognize because I think we shared this in a prior show, but it was so appropriate that I had to pull it again because sometimes you don't see all the shows. So this one is a Polish ornament. This one is made from Joy to the World, made in Poland. This is called Land of the Free Snowman. And of course, you couldn't leave him out because guess what? He is just singing the red, white, and blue. So made in Poland by Joy to the World. Land of the Free is... Well, actually, let's look at this cute little face. Look at how they did the Statue of Liberty there. Oh, Sheila, you have him and you love him. That's good. It's a great piece, isn't it? The detail and the glitter is gorgeous. Look at that red glitter. Look at the blue glitter accents there. Look at that sweet little face. A lot of work just even painting that little Statue of Liberty there. Okay, made in Poland. Our little guy is 5 inches tall and about 4 inches wide. It's a very little detailed piece. Stars and stripes all over. Land of the Free by Joy to the World. Now, there's an accompanying piece that would go really well if you like this piece of the Joy to the World, and possibly you do, Santa's also. This is a perfect piece to add to it because, of course, appropriately named, meet Land of the Free Santa. Land of the Free Santa uses the same style of having the Statue of Liberty, and he has that kind of fun Merlin type hat. And on the back, you have the Statue of Liberty also painted on the back. And here you have more of the enameled blue with just a little bit of accent on the red stripes, but then they pop it with that iridescent white to give that extra sparkle. Look at that sparkle. Now, this is made by Joy to the World and produced in Poland. Every bit of this piece is hand painted and hand glittered. And that's his little wire. Hold on. Up, there we go. Hand painted, hand glittered, and this is a molded piece. And then, of course, we would be remiss if we did not add and share some DeCarlini. Now, of course, we sold out of our great DeCarlini Santa that we had. But we have this little girl here that is just also perfect for your red, white, and blue. Up next, we have got our little showgirl. And I gotta get her feather gets in her face. She goes, gotta get that feather out of her face. But her name is the Liberty Jubilee. And if I turn it sideways, she's doing her splits. So let's just imagine she is doing her little Americana show. She has her little hand-painted face. And look at her little choker necklace with the white stone. And her glitter bodice. And the red, white, and blue ribbons. And of course, the perfect splits. Even has her little blue devils under there. And look at that little red garter. This is Liberty Jubilee, and she is made by Di Carlini, produced in Italy. Great size. She's fun. Now this one here, guys, okay, she's 3.5 inches. Every bit of this piece is blown and shaped by breath. So if you are not familiar with Di Carlini, everything is blown and shaped and then fused together. And I know that a lot of my OGs that are here, you are very familiar. And if you are a Di Carlini lover, don't forget we have the vault coming up, the final night, hopefully, the third night of the vault next Thursday. Hopefully you've got it on your calendar and you've set your reminders. Hey, by the way, if you are a Kringle Rewards member, put in the chat rewards. Put in rewards. How about that? We'll put that word in there. Let's put in rewards. Because I want to know, are you guys taking advantage of them? Are you signed up? Are you registered for those? Because I know that some of you definitely are members, but if you're new here, you may not even know about it. And if you are a rewards member, give a shout out to anybody that's new to let them know. Should they join? What do you think? Should they join? Okay, what I've got next is I love this nutcracker. This is a Joy to the World nutcracker, and I absolutely love the color palette on this. I have shown this in one other show, but boy, oh boy, is he fabulous. Made in Poland for Joy to the World. This guy is perfect for your patriotic tree. Look at that face. Look at that detail. Look at all the little details on his boots. And look at that striping on his pants. And all the little stars. He's a great piece. He is 6.5 inches tall, and width-wise, he is about 2 inches wide. Made in Poland. This is Stars and Stripes Nutcracker. So many different styles. Have you ever seen this many different options of red, white, and blue? Sometimes it's very complicated to find red, white, and blue pieces, isn't it, in your ornaments? I think we have a pretty strong variety in our offerings. All right. Up next, we have the Statue of Liberty. This one is made from Old World Christmas. Perfect piece. We can use it to celebrate the 250th. But you know what? You also could use this if you did a trip to Washington. Maybe this is a great a commemorative piece to put on your tree for a trip to Washington. Statue of Liberty is 6¼ inches tall and made by Old World Christmas. Very nicely done. All the Old World Christmas pieces, let's see if I can get the little charm to come down for me. Sometimes I can get it the right way. It will have a little OWC charm there to know that it's an authentic piece. And on the back of all the pieces will always be a little story about the Statue of Liberty. This has a specific story. So, for example, this says Statue of Liberty is an icon of liberty and freedom and is one of the most recognizable, I gotta get my glasses adjusted. Recognizable, I can't read this, it's too dark. Recognizable, revered structures in the world. Given to the United States in 1886 by France in recognition of their friendship, Lady Liberty symbolizes enlightenment, knowledge, and the freedom from... I can't read that last word. I'm going to have to get my glasses checked.
Well, they're cute. They don't work.
Yeah, I look cute, but they don't help me read. Oppression and tyranny. Couldn't read it. There we go. I got it. I made it through there. So Lady Liberty. But every Old World Christmas piece has a story, commemorative story on the back. Okay. Okay. I promised you some Polish pieces. And so let me show you. I love this piece. You guys are going to add this one to your cart. And I have a little bit of a tidbit information about this piece. So if you guys love little insider information, here it comes. Going to give you a little bit of insight. Let me get it switched and get it up there. So this line, we don't have a whole lot of pieces, but we brought it in just because he did some wonderful pieces and because he's a very dear friend. So up next is a piece from Blamesio. And this piece is called the Red, White, and Blue Hot Air Balloon. And this is actually made in Poland, 250th anniversary. And here's your little insider piece of information. So, the artist behind Blamesio is somebody that a lot of us has known for decades, but he didn't have a face. He was behind the scenes. We didn't know his name, but he helped somebody that we all knew the name. The gentleman that is the artist behind Blamesio is Mario Terra. And Mario Terra was one of the artists that assisted Christopher Racco and stayed with the company even after Christopher departed the company. So he was responsible for a lot of the designs along with Joe Walden for the Christopher Racco. But Mario is now completely on his own and producing his own designs. So this is Blamesio, which is the name of his company, by Mario Terra. And this is the red, white, and blue hot air balloon. Gorgeous. Size-wise, once again, if you're looking for something that says 250th on it, this is a great piece made in Poland. So if that's important to you, there's some options here for you. This is about a 7.5 inches wide or tall ornament, and width-wise, it's about 5.5. So, Blamicio by Mario Terra, who, as I said, originally helped with the designing of Christopher Recco Company, but he is now independently on his own. And there's your little secret. Did anybody know that? Is that new information to anybody, or were you aware? Put it in the comments if you knew about Blamicio and that who the artist was. I always like to share tidbits of information. Nobody knows, huh? Or maybe it's the delay. Maybe it was the delay. That's okay. Jingle Jill will give you the scoop on things. I try really hard, at least. Okay. Up next, we have... Told you, Kurt Adler did quite a few pieces. We have, and for our dog lovers, the patriotic Dachshund. Of course, we have to have our little wiener dog in his red, white, and blue, of course, with his hat. He's so cute. He's like a small little guy. Size-wise, he's 3 inches. Width-wise, he's 3 inches. Imagine that. A 3x3. He's a 3x3 little patriotic Dachshund. Isn't he cute? Made by Kurt Adler. This is the patriotic Dachshund. And we've got an entire box of Kurt Adler here. They did. I told you, they had, when we went in and we looked at it, they had so many different options. And the variety of options were so good. Because, not everybody always wants to have all the same materials. Or can use the same kind of materials. They need something, maybe sometimes they need something that's not breakable because they have kids in the house. Okay, here's another one of their 250th, and this is a metal piece. And let me add it to the display so you can see it. There's the United States of America 250th anniversary. And this one is a metal ornament, and even on the back you can see that it's for their 250th, and this is one of their official trademark pieces. Let me see, I think my tag covers it, but this will show you. So this was an official licensed piece, and you can see on the back that is officially licensed for the 250th, 1776 to 2026. Size-wise, and this is metal, size-wise, height, it is 3 inches, and the span of the wings is 4.5 inches. This is the United States of America 250th. And another licensed piece that they did, also in a raised embossed metal. My top keeps slipping. Too much detail. That's okay. This one is a 3-dimensional piece. This one is the American 250th 3D eagle with flag. And let me turn it to the side. Let's go this way. You can see the dimensionality there. How you've got the raised parts. You've got the flat surface on the back showing that it's an officially licensed piece. This one's really nicely done. And like I said, this is an embossed resin. This one's not metal. This is an embossed resin. So that's how they do it. America's 250th official licensed. And this is an embossed resin. Size-wise, it is about 3.5 inches. And width-wise, about 3.25. So as you can see the embossing, are you guys able to see that embossing in there? You can see how it's raised. Look at the stars there, how they're raised. And look at how the feathers have dimension and also his beak. It's a pretty cool piece. Nicely done. Nicely done. And then they also did, for those that like nutcrackers, they did a wooden nutcracker for the event and went old-fashioned. You pull it up. So we have the traditional 1776 nutcracker with the 250th little hang tag there, celebration of America's 250th. And down on the bottom, 1776 to 2026, but he has the 1776 flag in there. And he is not a functional nutcracker. He's a nutcracker ornament. His hair's gotten a little wild. Look at that little gemstone up there. But for those nutcracker collectors, he's kind of a fun commemorative piece. He could even sit on a flat surface. So if you didn't want to hang him on something, you could just set him on a flat surface. He is 6 inches tall. This is the 250th anniversary nutcracker ornament from Kurt Adler. And then we have, I think I have one more piece that says 250th. And then I think all the other ones are patriotic. So put in the comments, has anybody picked up specific pieces that say 250th? Have you put in and added to your collection some 250th pieces? I know that there was a handful that I've seen out there, but have you actually added them to your collection? Okay, this one up next is a resin Santa, and he is the 250th anniversary 1776 Americana Santa from Kurt Adler. I love how he's holding the dual flags. Isn't he kind of fun? And the face is so nice. He's got such a gentle face. And look at in his little bag. He's got the Declaration of Independence. He's got Lady Liberty. He's got the Capitol. You know, you've got, oh, look at the Liberty Bell there with the celebration of America. I mean, they kind of have just put it all together in this bag. So this is a resin piece from Kurt Adler for the 250th celebration of the 250th. Size-wise, my little guy is 4.5 by 3. 4.5 by 3 from Kurt Adler. And this is a resin piece. He will sit, try it one more time. Hold on. Yep, he'll sit flat. So if you want to sit him on a flat surface or maybe put him inside a little glass cloche with some little stars sprinkled around or something, he'd look wonderful. Have you guys all seen the pinned special that is going on all weekend long? Jingle Jill doesn't do that kind of stuff, but it's a big birthday, so we'll celebrate it. All weekend long, flat shipping of $2.50. So when you're sitting inside and staying cool, you can browse and shop. And not worry about having to get to that limit. Okay, up next, we've got the American Eagle. This one is also by Kurt Adler. These are pretty nicely done, aren't they, guys? These glass pieces from Kurt Adler, the detail on their noble gems are always very well done. They do a very nice job. They do a lot of detail on them. The glitter work is clean. I mean, it's a nice product. It definitely fits in with your other style of ornaments. So this is a 5-inch ornament, and the widest part is about 2.5. This is the American Eagle from Kurt Adler. Look at that. Pretty nice. I'll trade you here, Miss Jamie. So now I've got some kind of off-the-wall pieces here. I have kind of a fun curry. Well, we'll do Mr. Lincoln first. We'll do Mr. Lincoln and have some fun with him. Let me pull him up. Anybody have an Abe Lincoln already on their patriotic tree? If not, we can help you. Yes, he does. Oh, and yes, it's actually, boy, it's a collector's item because of it. Okay, so Jolly Jamie and I are having our own conversation over here on the side, and now we'll let you in on the conversation. So the first piece. So up next is Abraham Lincoln. And boy, does he look like a little copper piece of Abraham Lincoln. But what we were chit-chatting about is that he even comes with his own penny. And guess what? You actually get the penny. So before they're all gone, get your Abe Lincoln with your penny.
Rare find.
It is a rare find. That sounded like eBay. Rare find. Mm-hmm. But he is a flat base. He's made by Cody Foster. And, he just belongs on a patriotic tree. And then you get a bonus penny with it. So, Abe Lincoln from Cody Foster, size-wise, he is a 4.5 inch by 3.5 inch. Hey guys, does it help by me giving you the sizes? Do you like giving you both the height and the width? Because I think it helps, but if you only need the height, I'll get myself used to only giving you the height. So put that in the comments, and I'll peek down and see what you guys are saying. Abraham Lincoln.
Like a dang puzzle.
It is a puzzle.
I don't know why you didn't do it.
Okay, so now we have a fun piece here for the December Diamonds people. They had a fun little patriotic piece, and of course, we had to bring him out.
Now it's something I picked out on my first buying trip.
Yes, Jolly Jamie went on her very first buying trip this year, and she's like, we got to have this guy. He's a fun guy. So if you're a December Diamonds person, you know all about their mermans. And they did a patriotic merman. And I've got my tag tied in my finger. Okay. So up next on this merman, we've got Gunkle Sam. So we have Guncle Sam, which if you know anything about the mermen, they are all mighty fine looking men with their mermaid tail. That's why they're called mermen.
Y'all had to make me.
And he is sporting his patriotic outfit. Now, he is a resin piece. He is a heavier piece. So he would probably need a stand or a very sturdy branch if you're actually going to hang him from a branch. Size-wise, Mr. Guncle Sam is 7 inches, and width-wise, he is about 4.5 inches. So this is Guncle Sam, the Merman, from December Diamonds. Blue-eyed. Oh, these are great. Okay, so these are also Bethany Lau pieces. Let me pull these up for you guys. I didn't pull these out of the container, but you get the idea. Because these are just dimensional little stars. Actually, I'm going to take it out there.
You want me to do it while you talk?
Hold on. No, I can get it. Told you I could get it. I love because these are dimensional. Okay. These are little dimensional stars. And so you can see that they have just kind of like a foiled finish with stars and glitter. And you get 3 in this. America the Stars. That's 1. And they all do this foil and star finish. Let me pull out the red. There's the red. Look at that. These are so easy for decorating too, guys. I have an idea that, like, if you had a feather tree, you could put these definitely on a feather tree. This can hang on the end of any branch. The other thing is because of the way that they are, you could actually even set them flat. Let's see.
Cute on a tablescape.
They would be cute on a tablescape. That's why I was showing them that, you can set these flat because of their dimensionality. Balance. There you go. So those are really America Star Ornaments, a set of 3 from Bethany Lau.
Maybe hang them from a wreath.
These could be hung from chandeliers, from a wreath. I mean, they're so light. And they could even be put across a windowsill just to decorate if you have a little, open window that you've done some decorating on. So many uses for it.
Use them for cards.
So
the placeholders.
Yeah.
And you have like a guest.
Well, that would be cute as a table placeholder. Put it next to the plate. That would be cute. Easy ways to decorate. Yes, we'll come to your house and decorate.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. No nudist services. Got enough that I do right now. Okay, well, we can't talk about Christopher without at least showing one of his wonderful pieces. He did a great patriotic piece for Heartfully Yours, and I had to pull it. You know what? I have not even been paying attention right now to low quantities. So guys, I have not been telling you because I haven't really been watching that part. But this is Uncle True Blue from Heartfully Yours. You see his little scroll that says, "We the People." Look at that glitter, how they have used kind of that round sequin glitter in the blue and on the pants, but then the eyelash glitter around his top. And look at his little present. He's awesome. He's a wonderful piece. Look at that sweet little face. Look at that sweet face. He's a great size at probably about, I'm going to guess about 6.5, actually 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches, made in Poland, all hand painted, hand glittered by Heartfully Yours. This is from the 2023 collection. There were 270 pieces made of this. So there was only 275 pieces. And I always bring in that face so that you can see, do the eyes talk to you? Does he have personality? Oh, yes, he does. Look at those rosy cheeks. Too cute. Too cute. Love this next dimensional piece. So, Stephen, are you still in the house? Have you seen some pieces you haven't seen before? I know he is always going through my patriotic. The minute I see a patriotic piece, I know Stephen. So if you're on this live tonight and you are a consistent patriotic collector, put it in the chat. Love USA. And I will make sure when I find stuff, I will let you know that there's good stuff that has arrived. So up next from Kurt Adler is your Santa with America. And he's got the eagle and Lady Liberty there. This is from their regular collection. This is not a Noble Gems, I don't believe. But you've got Lady Liberty on the dimensional side. Mary, I got you, and I will remember that. Thank you. And you've got the eagle, and you got your Mr. Santa. You see that they've used some ultrafine glitter at the top with eyelash glitter around the brim, but look at the stars in between there. And then you have the red, white, and blue America. So this is Kurt Adler's American International Santa. Now, we haven't shown any of these pieces, and it's a very small company. I don't know if you know of this company or not. If you guys are aware of this company, when I show it, put it in say, I know them, or I have a piece of theirs, whichever. So up next, I have the flag striped USA from the Whitehurst Company. This piece is made in Poland, and the Whitehurst Company is a very small company, actually based here in the States, and then they partner with some workshops. But we have some fun pieces. For those that like nostalgic pieces, we have a wonderful collection coming in from them this fall. So this is Flagged Striped USA from the Whitehurst Company. That's probably a new one for some of you. You probably have never heard of them. Now, this is an older piece. Oh, and that was a one-only piece. That just happened to catch my eye. Sorry. So that was a one-only piece. I bet you it's new to a lot of people. Whitehurst is a very small company. It was kind of like Golden Bell. A lot of people didn't know who Golden Bell was, and we were one of the few people to carry Golden Bell. Now, this piece is not specifically made for it. We probably are all going to remember this piece. Oh, my thing is flashing. But it's called United for Freedom. This was the 9/11 piece from the Christopher Radko Company, United for Freedom. And because I had this piece still here, I wanted to make sure that you were aware it was made specifically, we know this story, for 9/11, but it's the ribbon. United in Freedom, size-wise, it is 4.5 inches and about 2 inches wide. I'm sure that there's a handful of you that actually have this in your private collection already. But for those that may be new collectors, this will be a piece you definitely would want to add. United for Freedom. Of course, we would be remiss if we did not have this piece added to it. Let me pull this up. So, question, why I'm doing this. I have practiced these all this week with adding it as we go. Do you guys like it when I add it as we go? Or if everything's there while we are talking? Put it in the comments. Let me know which way you like it. Okay, up next, I have Mount Rushmore. Of course, we had to do Mount Rushmore. You know, we definitely have to think about that famous set of rock with those important little people in there. This is by Old World Christmas, made in China. This is Mount Rushmore. Size-wise, we're talking about 3 inches and width-wise 4 inches. Mount Rushmore from Old World Christmas. And then for our final stuff that we have tonight, I have, let me switch over here. I have 4 more pieces. I knew it wasn't going to be a big, long show tonight, but we've seen a lot of patriotic, haven't we? Okay, so, of course, this one's kind of stretching it, but, you know, it had a whole lot of red, white, and blue, so we pulled it anyway. We had to pull this one only because of the color palette. So, we have Moonleaper Returns. Like I said, we're stretching it a little bit with our red, white, and blue. We're just going with the colors. I mean, yeah, it's a Santa on the moon, but he is all red, white, and blue. So we had to pull Moonleaper Returns. Moonleaper Return is from the Ornament King, Heartfully Yours. This piece is made in Italy. You've got a free blown, it's actually 2 pieces, guys. The moon is 1 piece and the Santa is the other piece. He has his little chenille and felt hat and he's got his little cotton beard and then that little hand-painted face on that moon. So this is Moonleaper Returns from Heartfully Yours. And size-wise, it is 5.5 inches tall, made in Italy for the Ornament King, Heartfully Yours by the D. Carlini Workshop. And then we'll stay in one more Heartfully Yours piece. Once again, we're kind of stretching it, but I think that these beaded pieces kind of work. So we pulled these. This one is a perfect little star. We pulled the star one out of this and thought that this beaded piece would be a great piece. This is the Sterling Stars. This is made in the Czech Republic. Each bead is individually blown and then they string it on a wire to make the dimensional shape. So this is sterling star. Size-wise, it is 4 inches by 4. For Heartfully Yours, the Ornament King. Made in the Czech Republic. Look at that. They've even got a bead in the center to keep the dimension. And for those that aren't comfortable, if it gets a little tweaked, these wires are very easy to reshape. And then we're going to finish up the night with 2 SBK / Santa Land pieces. But don't you head out of here just yet. So for those that want some icicles, we have your red, white, and blue icicles. And I love how they are capped with this gorgeous glitter at the top that goes all the way down the swirl. And you've got this fun, very retro type blue. So this red with this silver, but the blue that is in there makes it feel vintage and old. Now these are sold individually. The red, white, and blue striped icicles. I don't know if we have any of the 3-piece sets left. At one point we had 3-piece sets, but these are sold individually. This is a nice size icicle. It is an 8-inch icicle, and this was made for our SBK Holidays line. And then our final piece for tonight is a 3-piece set, and it's our beaded pieces. And it is our Santa Land stars. Let's go this way. There's our Santa Land stars. It's 3-piece beaded set. You have a little silver star, a little red in silver, and then a blue silver. And they all have their little Santa Land charm on there. And these actually come in the little Santa Land, they slip down, in the little Santa Land box. These can only be purchased from us here at SBK because Santa Land is our private trademark. We actually have the trademark on the Santa Land brand. And we showed probably a couple weeks ago the Italian Santa Land that arrived, and we should have some Polish coming in the next couple months. So there you go. So with that being said, we have celebrated the 250th, but I didn't want the party to end, so that's why all this weekend it's $2.50 flat shipping for your orders. So if you've been looking at some things or kind of trying to get to a certain number, this is the time to do it. If you have not gone to our website and put your notify me reminders, we have the next 2 shows coming up. We have Nostalgia Christmas coming up on Tuesday, and then we have the D. Carlini Vault Raid coming up on Thursday. And for those that have stuck all the way to the end, Curos is in transit. Christmas Couture is here. And that tells you what is going to be coming very, very soon. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful and safe 4th of July. Until next time, keep collecting that joy. glitter hugs, sparkling smiles, share some glitter with some people because it makes them happy. Have a great one. Bye, friends.